Hey guys, it's Halpern, and I'm going to show you how to use the formula that's in my book, trust equals action, and I'm going to show you how people use it in action. So these are going to be, I'm going to do a whole series on this probably, just going through examples of high-level people that use trust equals action, the formula, and the trust scale, and they don't even know it, but because they're so good, they just instinctively do this stuff. They just instinctively know what to do. And that's why this formula is so amazing, this trust equals action formula. It puts into words what the top guys are doing. And it's really a systematic way to get a copy that gets response. So if you haven't read the book, you're definitely going to want to do that before you watch this video, because this isn't going to make any sense to you at all if you haven't read the book. So go ahead, I'll give you the download link below, or if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever and you haven't opted in yet, I will give you the link to opt in. You can download the book, it's free, and I think that's it. Alright, let's get started here. So we got Derek Halpern here. He's our first example. He's the founder of Social Triggers, and we're going to go through his whole funnel here, his big funnel of three slides. Anyway, this is how he's collecting leads right now, or at least he's testing it out. He's a pretty handsome guy, so you can see, got a nice jawline, staring you straight in the eyes, telling you to pay attention. And anyway, let's get into it. So there's three headlines, really. There's this, and there's this. So depending on what they see first, either of these could be headlines, right? It's probably this one, since it's big, it's from a red box. They'll probably see this first. But we're going to start with this because it's at the top, and I said so. So, okay. Struggling to build your email list. Again, we're assuming this is a headline, which means that this is a skeptic-proof headline. It's a yes or no type question. That's one of the skeptic-proof headlines. That means it balances belief and desire. It adds the same amount of belief and desire. They cancel each other out, right? This is a D, by the way. And if he's starting with an acquaintance, if he's targeting acquaintances, then the scale would be equal like this. If he's targeting strangers, then the scale would look like this, where this is desire and this is belief. So this keeps the scale equal for both of these. So this is what you get. Okay. Again, skeptic-proof headline. Belief plus desire. Next. I put together this free ebook that walks you through my top strategies for building an email list in 2016. So, notice how he says my top strategies for building an email list. He doesn't give any direct promise here. All he says is that he'll share my top strategies for building an email list. And then he says in 2016, which does a couple of things. It adds curiosity. What makes it for 2016? Is there something in 2015 that doesn't work in 2016 anymore? Or is this even better in 2016? Is there something new? You know, so it adds curiosity. So this is in and of itself not directly promising anything, which means that this whole thing is an implied promise. And it adds belief and desire. This whole thing right here adds belief and desire. And excuse my drawings, I need to hire a designer, but for now, let's just pretend these are good. Okay. Next, we got it has been downloaded 100,000 plus times. So this is also an implied promise, adding belief and desire. Why? Because by saying it's been downloaded this amount of times, this is a lot, right? For most people are going to think, wow, over 100,000 times. I wonder why. I wonder how good it must be good, right? If 100,000 people or more downloaded it, there's got to be something good about it. Plus, it adds authority. So that's belief. So it's an implied promise. Adds belief and desire. Okay? So still, this whole thing right here, let me clear the thing. This whole thing, every single bit of this has belief plus desire, and it's all equal, right? And of course, maybe there's a bit more belief than desire, but it doesn't matter. You can't really put a number on this is 10 belief, 10 points for belief, and this is 5 points for desire. It doesn't work like that. You still have to instinctively like feel it out, but it's pretty natural for most people. Just think about how would you see this, you know? Just feel it out. So this has a bit more belief than desire, but for our purposes, we'll just say it's equal. So that's enough. He added enough belief and enough desire for people to click the link. Now, if they haven't had enough desire yet, he's built up enough belief where you can see this, which is also the headline. And let's just assume that this is gone then. Okay, we'll just assume this is gone, but just know that if they read this, then this desire would get balanced out. This is how to get 5,000 subscribers. Okay, so notice how he doesn't put a time frame in there, which could be because of the 20% add text. 20% of your picture can be text, but I'm assuming he could actually put that in here without much trouble, like in 30 days or in 60 days, but he didn't. Why? Because if he said something like how to get 5,000 subscribers in 7 days, that would cause the scale of belief and desire to tip over, because that sounds unbelievable. This would all crumble. Brrr, like that. It's pretty traumatic experience. So 7 days doesn't work. 30 days could work, but it depends on the person. They might think it's too short. They might think it's too long. If they think it's too short, then they're also the same thing's going to happen. This. If they think it's too long, then they're not going to be interested anymore. Their desire, it doesn't add any desire at all. They won't want to click the link. Because you need both belief and desire for action to happen. Then if he said 60, it would probably be too long. So he didn't want to take that risk. Although he could probably test it and figure out which one would work. But let's assume that he tried all of this and this pulled the best. And this would be why. Okay? What I just explained to you. That would be why. So this just pretty much, let's clear it. This just adds desire. That's it. It does add some belief with being specific. So it does balance out a little bit, but it's definitely more desire than belief. Okay? Now, the last headline here. Free ebook, How to Grow Your Email List in 2016. Again, this is specific, important, curiosity, just like the one up here. The only problem, the only difference is he says how to grow your email list. But again, he doesn't put a number, right? He doesn't put how to grow your email list by 5,000 subscribers in 2016. He just puts how to grow your email list. That's enough desire to get them to take action, and it balances out the belief that he already stacked up. Or if he's targeting acquaintances, then the scale would be like this: belief, desire, and he'd just shift it down just a little bit, right? Because he stacked on desire here, but not enough for people to think it's bull ass. Almost swore there. That's not good. Okay, then we got fast. What is fast? Who knows? It's all in their mind. That's the beauty of this. Sometimes being specific is too much. You risk by defining what fast is, you risk having people think it's not fast enough or too good to be true, too fast to be true, right? So he just says fast. That's enough. That's enough desire. And then that's just the call to action. So you can see how this all belief plus desire. This is more here, definitely more belief here in this section. This has more desire, right? And then this also has desire. So, assuming that he has a skeptic, he's targeting, not skeptic, assuming he's targeting acquaintances, then the scale would be a bit, down like this, right? Just, this is belief, this is desire. It would be a bit like this. Okay. Now, with that in mind, let's go to his next, what happens, the page that this ad leads to. Take this journey with me. Let us go. Alright. This is the page that you land on after the ad. Now okay. You see how this, let me just go back to this. You see how here, how to get 5,000 subscribers, he says it again. Well, A, it's to show them that they're in the right place, and B, this right here is because just because it says it here does not mean that they saw it, right? They could have just seen this, clicked on it, and then, okay, I'm in the right spot, and then he adds belief, right? This adds belief and desire, more belief than desire, because it is an implied promise. Belief plus desire, desire plus belief. This has more belief than desire. This has more desire than belief. So right now it's still equal. Okay. Then for people that, for action to happen, desire has to be high enough for them to want to click the button. They have to desire to click the button to get the benefit, to get your solution, to get what you promise. They have to desire it enough to click that button. So, in case they don't have enough desire, he has this right here. Okay? So let's back up for a second because I forgot to talk about this. Here we have demonstration pretty much. It shows them that they have, it is a physical, it is a book, it looks legit, that adds belief. So belief up. And desire because it is, it looks cool. I gotta admit, it looks cool. Jesus, look at this D. That looks interesting. Okay, so let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah, okay. So this adds more belief than desire. I assume not many people look at this and read this little tiny thing, but this tiny thing adds desire. And let me read it for you because you probably can't. It says, use these deceptively simple tactics to attract raving fans and lifelong customers. So he has a mechanism, which is simple tactics. That mechanism, by the way, is how your benefit is achieved, the unique way your benefit is achieved. In this case, it's not that unique, but it does add a little bit of belief. So it adds more desire here than belief. But the book itself adds belief, so this is also equal, right? Then here's exactly what I cover in this ebook. This answers a perceived cost, which negates the perceived cost because they will, if they're thinking, okay, so this is supposed to get me 5,000 subscribers, but what's in it? How is it gonna happen? You know? So it gets the doubt out of their mind for people that need to know more, and it decreases that anxiety. That's why it decreases the perceived cost, which in turn increases desire indirectly, right? Now he goes and he says, according to one source, there are more than 164 million blogs, most of which get less than 1,000 visitors per month, and, for the lack of a better word, are business failures. Damn. But I'd like to help you beat the odds. So, there's a lot going on here, but overall, what this is doing is increasing the perceived value, right? And it does that with belief, because he's specific. He mentions it's a source, although we don't know what source it is. And he says, what constitutes failure? These 164 million blogs, most, we don't know how many, but most get less than 1,000 visitors per month. And that means they are business failures. So, this increases the perceived value by agitating the problem, right? You don't want to be a business failure. And so, he says, I can help you beat the odds. So you see how he is increasing the perceived value of the book, and he's tying it in to what he can do for them. He can help them not be a business failure. Plus, he's saying that the odds are stacked against them, and they'll gain a competitive advantage, like an unfair advantage over everybody else. So that also adds perceived value. And it's an implied promise, actually. Okay, so overall, this is all pretty balanced, as you can see here. Still, belief and desire are still pretty equal. So, let's go to when you scroll down, you see another section, which is this. So, okay, there's a lot going on here. I'm Derek Halpern, the founder of Social Triggers, a blog with more than 200,000 subscribers. So, this decreases the perceived cost, plus increases belief. Why? Because he is saying he knows exactly what he's doing, because he has more than 200,000 subscribers. Now, he could have said how much money he's made, but that's not the point of this. That would just detract from his statement, right? This is much more powerful. By saying how many subscribers he has, it directly relates to what he's giving away here, which is how to help them get subscribers. Then he has founder, which sounds freaking awesome. Just great to have your title. Founder of Social Triggers, awesome name. And he decreases the perceived cost by showing he's human, right? He's willing to say what his name is, his first and his last name. Puts a name, a face to the name, a name to the face, whatever the saying is. Okay, let's move on. I'm giving away this free training material where you'll learn, and this all belief and desire. Now you might think this is all just desire, but it's not, and I'm going to show you why. This, like I said before, is a mechanism. The unique way your benefit is achieved, or solution is achieved. Now, this term is from Eugene Schwartz, and he probably didn't mean it that way. He probably meant something really unique, like some sort of chemical, but this is enough to add belief by just labeling it something cool. The 3 maxims of attracting new subscribers. And then he increases the perceived value of the desire, of the benefit of attracting new subscribers by saying ignore them at your own risk. So that increases perceived value, right? The exact strategy you can use to get your first 5,000 subscribers, or at least another 5,000 subscribers. Again, mechanism, specific, and desire, obviously, in the form of benefit. A case study on how I generated tens of thousands of new visitors with one single blog post. This whole thing is an implied promise. He doesn't say how you can generate tens of thousands of new visitors with a single blog post that you write within 30 seconds or one day. He just says how he did it, which implies that once he shows them how he did it, they can do it too. If he went straight out and told them how you can generate tens of thousands of new visitors with a single blog post you could write in 30 seconds, then he would completely tip over the scale, right? The scale would go down. I am sorry for that sound effect, by the way. Okay. A simple yet effective technique for getting links from major media outlets. Again, I want you to see if there's anything you get out of this. You gotta understand the power of these implied promises. They are really the best because he doesn't say how many visitors they'll get from getting links. He just says how you can get links from major media outlets, and then he leaves the rest up to their imagination, right? First of all, that's a lot more powerful. Second of all, it doesn't add as much desire as if he just went right out and said it. Okay. So, but in general, there's more desire than belief here. Okay. A simple, and then he just goes, and more, and then he actually, what the? Okay. He says the same thing 2 times here. Oh no! Well, that's interesting. So let's just pretend this isn't here. Okay. Now, all you have to do to gain access to this training is click download free ebook and enter your name and email. What does this do? It decreases the perceived cost. Why? I'll tell you why. Because some people, believe it or not, are going to think, what is beyond this crazy button? What is going to happen? Is he going to implant a virus in me? Is he going to ask for money? Is he going to bait and switch me? Nope. All you have to do is click it and enter your name and email, and then you'll gain access. And that's it. So you can see how this is all stacked together, and it builds belief and desire in a way for them to click this. Right? Okay. Cool. So, I do hope that made sense. I almost forgot this. We got this down here, which is just a whole bunch of belief. Big belief. Right? But most people don't look at this. Instead, what happens is they see it. I don't know why I just drew this weird thing. Anyway, instead, what they see all this stuff, and then subconsciously, their brain, this is a brain, picks up this. Subconsciously, usually, from peripheral vision. Because nobody, like, looks at this and then thinks impressive. Most people just see it with their brain. Or I could be wrong. You know, everybody is wrong sometimes, but I am almost positive that this is mostly seen with peripheral vision. Okay. So, if you like that, if you liked what I just told you, please share this, like this, show other people. It really helps me out a lot. Plan on doing more of these, and it'll really get me motivated to give you guys some more content. Let me know if there's anything I can do better, or what was good, what was bad, so I can keep doing the good stuff and stop doing the bad stuff. And again, I am sorry for the drawing. I will get better at this as I keep practicing, keep doing it. So if you want some more help with this stuff, by the way, or if you want help with improving your copy or figuring out how to find all your ways to add desire and belief and reduce perceived cost and all that stuff that I talk about in the book, then you can go ahead and schedule or book a call with me. Book a call with me. It's just 15 minutes long. It will be free, and there's a Calendly link below this video, probably, depending on where you're looking at it. It might not be. And again, if for some reason you haven't read the book and you are here and you watch the whole video, then I'm very impressed. But you should definitely go and download the book. And if you sped up here to see what the ending was, here you go. It's me telling you to go download the book or book a free 15-minute call with me. So, those are your two options. Other option is to comment and like and share. So you have a lot of options, actually. Isn't that nice? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna sign off here. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.